My name is Michael Reed. I am taking a class at Rochester University called Vocation and Practice that is helping me think through my career path as part of my development as a whole person. I would like to schedule an interview with you because I'm a sports management major and one of my possible career paths I could see myself going into is head coaching.
Sweet.
Okay, so I'm interviewing Coach Fickle, head track and field coach, and current head coach of the cross country team as well until we find another coach.
Yep.
So, what is your full name?
My full name is Emma Fickle. Last name is spelled F as in Frank, Ickel.
Okay. What is your occupation and title?
Head track and field coach at Rochester University and interim head cross country coach at Rochester University.
Okay. Where do you work and how long have you worked there?
I work at Rochester University. This is my second year of employment.
Okay. Next question is, what are some key moments or experiences in your life that prepared you to be who you are and what you do now?
On an athletic level, I was a national contender multiple years in velodrome cycling and road racing. And then aside from that, I competed in varsity athletics during all 4 years of high school, mainly track and field. And then even in middle school and elementary school, I competed at, the highest level for multiple sports, including track, but also volleyball, cheer. I also did Highland dancing, things like that. So sports have been very formative to me throughout all of my years. I think the other things have been obviously my time here at Rochester, back when it was Rochester College as an athlete competing for the track and field team, being around a Christian university, how my parents have raised me, and so on and so forth have helped prepared me for that.
Okay. What role has your community played in helping you to get to where you are, including family, friends, mentors, coworkers, teachers, church/civic groups, etc.?
My predecessors in this role, I was grateful to work as an assistant coach before I became a head coach here. I got to learn a lot from them as far as coaching styles, but also like their decision making and their morality around running a team. But aside from that, my parents have a huge impact on me and my coaching style. They demonstrate how to have empathy but still be a guarded person and still have strict morals while understanding everyone's walks of life. Those are kind of the biggest impacts. Rochester has a special place in my heart because of its community and my time here, and the community that I was lucky enough to be a part of as a student.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. Next question. What are the parts of your work that you enjoy the most and that you enjoy the least? It's like the best and worst parts of your job.
The parts that I enjoy the most would have to be like watching y'all practice throughout the week and then going out to a meet and achieving those goals that I've been lucky enough to watch you work towards, both mentally and physically. I think seeing an athlete achieve a goal, even if it seems small to everyone else, to me, I know how impactful that is. I think also one of the best parts is watching an athlete figure something out, either on a mental level or a physical level, either working through like a mental roadblock or, in the case of track and field, watching them figure out like a key technical piece that kind of unlocks the next level for them. I enjoy that the most. I think what I don't like the most, or things that I, it makes my heart sad, I don't enjoy, is watching an athlete, obviously spend all week training or all season training and then going out into a competition and coming up like so short, like hundredths of a second or centimeters or just like the tiniest measurement away from their goal. I don't enjoy it because one, as a coach, it's heartbreaking to watch an athlete go through that and kind of struggle with the mental aspect of you were that close and you gave everything you could, and it feels like it just wasn't enough. But I also struggle because it's hard to explain to an athlete that that is still a win, even though it doesn't feel like it is. And that breaks my heart every time. So.
In what ways did you feel prepared for the work you do, and in what ways were you underprepared for your work?
Coming in as the head coach this year, we had a very difficult season behind us, and didn't have a ton of stability in our program before I got here as a head coach. So I was kind of prepared to have continued instability and possibly a lot more failures along the way. I expected more losses than wins. To be honest, I was prepared to have a lot of "we'll come back from this" speeches, or "we're stronger than this" speeches. And I think I was unprepared for the way that my team rallied, considering what they'd been through, and how they chose to celebrate everything. Not that they weren't acknowledging, the losses per se, but I think I wasn't expecting to have this winning of a season and to have not as much of a I need to pick my kids up by their bootstraps moment. I had a lot more of we can celebrate this and we have work ahead of us. And I think I was preparing for more failure than wins, and the fact that we are winning is amazing, don't get me wrong, but I guess I just wasn't expecting that as my first year. So.
And you also mentioned before that you were extremely prepared for the parts of your job where you do practice plans and social media and stuff like that.
I was very prepared for the director of operations side of this. So meet entries, prepping for meet weeks. The training aspect was something that I was doing for one small event group, and I felt comfortable, training other event groups, but I really only excelled in what I was familiar with as an athlete. So the unprepared side of me spent months and a year, if we really wanted to look at timeline, learning the other event groups. And I still feel a little bit underprepared for training, short sprints compared to long sprints, which is what I'm used to. And I mean, I had to learn jumps kind of overnight because we have a jumper who deserves to go to nationals, and I wasn't going to let him not go just because my lack of coaching skills. I'm still learning distance and how to properly cue and coach those athletes. I'm still learning throws and how to properly cue and coach those athletes. So yeah.
In what ways does your work contribute to your community in the world?
So I think it impacts my community almost immediately by offering the opportunity to go to college for students that may have not considered that an option for them. I don't specifically pursue low income or disadvantaged athletes, but I don't ever count them out. Just because you have a low GPA doesn't mean you can't succeed at college. It just means maybe you came from a disadvantaged community that it was hard for you to succeed. So I think how I impact my community immediately is just opportunity to go to college and continue athletic careers, but primarily to be a student and obtain a degree and scholarship. How I think I'm impacting the world, it still feels a little strange to think about, but I mean, I am playing a key role in a lot of young adults' development as human beings. I'm playing a part of it. I'm not the sole person shaping and molding these young people, but I do have an immediate impact on them, both positive and negative. So that's probably how I'm impacting the world.
And the last question is, what advice can you give to me to help me prepare for me to enter into the career field?
Take notes. Take notes on me, things that you do and don't like about my coaching style, things that, you think, yeah, I saw Coach Fickle do this and this worked, or I saw her do this and it didn't work. Training plans or technical pieces that you enjoy and don't enjoy. things that you understand and don't understand. Like literally break down your training week on like a Thursday or a Friday, and kind of, even if it's just journal style, even just writing down what you enjoyed and didn't enjoy, and that way as you become a coach you can look back on this with like concrete evidence of things you did and didn't like and how you taught them to yourself so you can teach them to others. And then on meet days, I think not only paying attention to how I'm running our program, but watch how other coaches are communicating with their athletes and how the meet is managed, things like that. I think that's important because that's an opportunity for you to learn from not just our program but other programs. So